Well, guys, check out the new adventure bike, 2024 Yamaha Ténéré 700.
Whoa, that is really slippery. This road is wet and slippery and on a cliff. Oh my God, people are walking home. Where does she come from? It ain't nothing over here. But yeah, I wanted a dumb motorcycle so that I have to be the one to figure all this stuff out. And that's where we are. That's what we're doing.
Alrighty, Cooper's Creek Wildlife Management Area. This should be fun. First time off-road by myself. Kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. Everything has been done. We can now go.
From what I understand, this road will become a dirt road soon. Holy holy that just turned into okay. Oh my God. Go over a hill and boom, you're off-road. Wow, that was so unexpected. Well, what better way to just fully accept that I'm gonna do off-road than by going at it alone. I should probably tell you guys the plan of what today was. My plan was to go out and ride with Mark, but something happened and Mark had to bail. And I thought to myself, you know, maybe I just don't go because I'm so new to riding off-road. Maybe that's something that's not smart to do. And then I got to thinking, I was like, you know, dude, if you want to ride off-road so bad and you want to try it out, then you've got to get to the point where you just do this by yourself, you know? And I've got my little InReach little Garmin thing with me, so I've got communication, you know, if something really bad were to happen. So I have ways of communicating, and I'm like, dude, I just need to go do it. I need to rip the Band-Aid off. I need to get out here and stop like, oh, I don't want to go unless people are coming with me. And I need to embrace the whole explorer of it all. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get out here and see what it's like.
Yeah, this whole video was about, you know, it's about me buying this motorcycle and the type of bike it is. It is not a great street motorcycle. I bought it primarily to do this type of stuff, and I'm like, so why don't you just go do that? But it's interesting the amount of, I don't know if trepidation is the right word, but worry, fear, all of those things I feel when riding off-road. It's not as bad when I have people with me because, you know, I have people I can ask questions to, but I do feel like I'll learn a lot more by going out here and doing it myself, by myself, putting myself in situations where I got to figure it out, because I feel like I learn the best like that. I guess that's not really what this video is about, like me overcoming my fear of riding off-road or whatever, but it's just something that's been in my head, man. And I, when the opportunity came and Mark dropped out, I was like, you know what? Perfect. This will be perfect for me. This is exactly what I need. I need to get out here, do it, learn it, and embrace it. And also, Mark also told me, he's like, bro, the road you're doing is going to be fine. You are going to have no problems with it. So, and here we are, in an awesome road that I don't have any problems with.
Oh my good God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Dude, look at that. I wonder if somebody's just flying up here and that went down, like right before it, right in front of them. Do you know how scary that would be? Like you see a tree come and you're like, skirt. That would be nuts. You know what's funny? The feeling I'm getting right now, riding this road by myself, is similar to the feeling that a few years ago, Ducati had me out to do the Desert X press launch in somewhere in Colorado. But that was the first time I really rode off-road. I had no business being at that press launch, if we're going to be 100% honest. And the level of fear that I had going into that, like, I was with all these other journalists who were off-road journalists. They you know, were focused off-road, and that's what they did. And I knew I was not in the right place when a lot of these press launches I go to, it's the same journalist, especially the road ones. But that one, none of the normal journalists were there. And I'm like, oh no. And that's what I knew. I was like, uh-oh, I might have bit off more than I can chew here.
But the level of scared I felt then is kind of now. It's a little different. I knew the off-road stuff was going to be absolutely nuts there.
I don't trust hills now. Hills lead to just random dirt road. Hey, dirt. All right, we found it. Sweet. So this is the second dirt road that Mark put me onto. Oh, crap. Woo! Oh my God, just tons of deer. Whoa! Gnarly! Hey deer, I am sorry to ruin y'all's afternoon. Bro, oh my God. Oh my God. Alright, Mark did tell me this road might be a little more technical, but I should be fine. So we are going to put it to the test. Oh, look at that. Dude, nature is awesome. Riding off-road is awesome. All right, going downhill, got to be cautious. Not the best with downhills, and specifically downhills where it's downhill and it turns. I suck so hard on that. I just don't feel confident at all. And that's okay. I haven't spent a lot of time doing it. Shouldn't have a lot of confidence. If I did have a lot of confidence, it would probably lead to me eating shit. Oh, dude, look at that. That tree would be on the ground had it not been for the other two trees. We had a tree fall in our yard recently that seemed just like that. Ooh, serious downhill? Oh, no, that's neutral. Ooh, boy, you about got messed up. You about got messed up. Bro, what is all this? People live down here, too? I cannot fathom what it would be like to live like that. And taking a left, are we onto regular roads now? We are, dude. That's the hilarity of riding off-road. You go from like, oh cool, I'm off-road, and it's like, oh, now we're back. We're back to normal stuff. That's crazy. All right, cool. We're gonna take a left. Wait. Baptist Church. Wait, we're back. I saw that sign recently. Oh my Lord. Where am I now? Did I go? Am I back on my path? I think I'm back on. Bro, I'm back.
I'm back.
That is so funny. Okay, now it's telling me to turn right, so we're gonna go that way, bro. Earlier in the video where I was like, what way? And then I was looking right here. I just did like an off-road detour route. That's hilarious. Dude, the bad thing about ADV, it just makes you want to go off in that direction. I mean, I guess I could, right? Ain't nobody stopping me.
Stop it.
Bro, can I go to the top of that hill?
Stop!
That could be somebody's property. But we're gonna do it anyway. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but there's other vehicle tracks here. So we're gonna just do what they do, and hopefully the blue truck behind me doesn't come after me. Kinda wanna just take a photo in the middle of the field. I think that'd be awesome. Hey, the truck didn't come after me. Dude, I'm 100% about to put the T7 by that tree and just take like a super wide photo. That's what I'm doing. I have decided it. So what's that say? Posted? Alright, so we won't take it next to that sign. Alright, photo time.
Picture time with the T7. Alright, enough shenanigans. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to actually writing. Ugh. Okay, let's go read this posted sign and inevitably find out that I'm not allowed to be here. Posted: private property, hunting, fishing, trapping, or trespassing for any purpose is strictly forbidden. Violators will be prosecuted. Well, I would prefer to not be prosecuted, so I will now promptly leave. Alright, we're back on the hunt for dirt. Preferably dirt that I can ride on legally.
This is such a perfect bike for this kind of Like, I've never been here. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. But I got a bike that can do stuff. So maybe this road turns off-road? Jesus, dude. Just so I parked the camper in the corner. Where am I? Do I go down that way? Hold on, let's just see what it is. See Creeper Falls, Cooper Campground. The GPS says the other way. See, here's the thing. I can't go too far off my GPS because I have that part of the map rendered, and I don't have service up here. So I have to... Oh, pavement ends. Okay, we're good. Woo, look at that. I would have missed it. I would have missed it if I'd have gone to explore mode. And I didn't. Good job, Chase. Good job. All right. Back off-road, baby. There will be a time. There will be a time in a day where you can just go to somewhere and figure it out. Today is not that day. We are trying to do stuff today. Mark did not lead me astray. There's a whole campground down there and a little cabin getting built. Kind of neat. Wow, man. Look at all this. This is giving South Dakota vibes. When I went to do ADV Fest, it had some stuff kind of like that. Way better, way more, at least for what I'm seeing. Bro, how did you park that? How did you get that here, and how did you park that? That is what I want to know.
You really don't want to know.
I've got to fix the shifter on this bike because it does not work great with ADV boots. Woo, coming in too hot to a real tight turn. Avoid coming in hot at all cost. Holy crap, look at all that, dude. Really reminding you that you are in wilderness, fam. We already scared the out of the deer. Look at that, I could just go grab a drink of water. Not gonna do that, I got a backpack full, but I could. That's why you come to nature, to drink the water. There's another route that way. Dude, I could come back to this road and just spend a day going off like a squirrel, random paths. You know what's crazy? There's no speed limit on this road, so I can do whatever I want. Campground. I literally say that, and there it is, 15 miles an hour. Of course. So how deep does the campground go? Now I gotta figure that out.
Like, is there an entrance and exit in different areas? So you can just come here and camp. How awesome. Is that water? Did you just pump water here? Well, that is so cool. What's up, people? I'm new here. So is that like another campground sign? Reservations only. I have no reservations. I will promptly F off. Yep, I keep going this way, and that is the promised land. Dude, off-road is so neat. And also so random. You see the most random stuff out here. You know what's weird? Damn, another tree. Holy shit. What's weird is, like, when I'm riding on road, I'll bring snacks with me and stuff, and I'll pull over and have those snacks. But when I'm like eating a snack when I'm road riding, I always feel like I gotta hurry and I gotta get going. And I almost feel the opposite here. Can you guys hear how much is hitting the skid plate? Good God. I think the thing that scares me about off-road by yourself is that you're out here. Like on a street, a cop's gonna drive by, people are gonna drive by, you have cell reception. But out here, you're literally on your own, which is probably why most people do ADV riding with somebody, so that you've got somebody to help if something happens. And I agree with that. I think that should be a thing. But there's something to be said about being out here on your own and putting yourself in a situation where you'll have to figure it out. Now, God, I hope nothing happens, but I think that's part of the excitement. Gotta start getting more comfortable with the bike just doing its thing underneath me. I don't have to be controlling it. Still going right? Whoa, top of a very tall hill. Whoa, not gonna go that way. Oh, see, this is why you can't come around things fast. You never know, dude. Whoa, that front washed entirely out. Woo-hoo. Be careful. We're being careful here. Woo. These rocks, they'll sneak up on you. Dang, the rocks are serious on this road. I think this is called Duncan Ridge. I definitely feel like I'm on a ridge, that's for sure. Whoa, big old puddle. Whoa. Gotta stop avoiding all the craziness, right? I'm definitely gonna avoid that mud because I don't want it to slide out and I go down the ridge. Woo! Oh, gotta be careful with the mud. Got to be careful with the mud. I kind of love it that if you have a dirt bike, you can literally just take an afternoon and come out here. Takes you a couple, 2-3 hours to get out to this spot. But dude, you've got utter seclusion. Unless you got an idiot like me that rolls up, but like generally, you could just be chilling. I feel like that's awesome for people that need that. Like, how much peace and tranquility can you get out of this? You know what I mean? Whew, shit. I feel like I am going over these rocks in the worst possible way. Ugh. Damn. Alright, let the bike do all the work. Let the bike move where it wants to move. You just angle forward. Okay. Also, I love that Google just told me, continue on Duncan Ridge Road for 4 miles. I'm like, what other option do I have? Oh, shit. Literally, I was like, should I go into the mud? Nope, just jump the mud. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am realizing on this ride that there are some items that I need to purchase. I have seen the skid plate on this bike, and I have heard the noises that I've heard today. And I do not know if that skid plate is beefy enough to handle some of the stuff that I'm hearing hit this engine. So, skid plate gonna have to be high up on the list of stuff. Which is kind of surprising that the T7 comes with such a meh skid plate. I feel like it should have a bigger one, or a beefier one. I assume this is still Duncan Ridge. It is. Alright. This is the most technical road I think I've ever ridden. Ooh, ooh, this thing getting sideways. God dog. It's like a lot of little things in the road happen at the same time. A lot of like tiny obstacles, but they happen in quick succession. It throws you off, or it throws me off. A little bit of a break. Bag's still back there, love it. Oh, so much for the bro-K. Nah, we going this way. Avoiding at all costs. Whoa, shit. Just kept leaning sideways. Damn, dude. Alright, go forward, lean forward. Lean into the turn, lean into the turn. And by turn, I mean hill. And that's what I mean. Ooh, shit. Bro, oh my gosh. Stuff just be coming out of nowhere. And then you got like 0.2 seconds to figure out, are you gonna go over it, around it, beside it? Whew. God, T7 doing such a champ of a job though. All right, we can pace down a second. Dude, that got so serious so fast. Whew. I'm kind of glad that I was just going at a pace through all that, because I feel like part of me, if I was going slow and could have stopped, I feel like part of me would have been like, yeah, we ain't doing that. But you just kind of roll with the momentum, I guess. I don't think I left the ground, but it felt kind of like it. Like those times your buddies are always like, bro, I wheelied, how high did I go? And you're like, your suspension decompressed. That's me. I'm that buddy right now off-road. Everything feels like everything. Everything feels like the most, and it is not. Woo, woo. Oh, I'm off path. Okay, got back. All right. My God. Oh, shit. Oh, good choice. Avoided the giant puddle on the cliff edge by happenstance. Woo! Dude, I'll tell you one thing. Riding off-road, probably because I don't have the skill, but it is exhausting, man. Other dudes, other guys doing it. How's it going? Hey, if those things made it this way, I can too, baby. Haha! It was cool to see other guys riding, though. Older guys. It seems like the demo for ADV. Consider me old. All right. I wonder if I'm getting close to the entrance then. If I'm seeing people. Yo, your man's is not built for this right now. I gotta change up the workout strategy. Also, whoa. God, sitting down is so much harder. Holy shit. It is so much easier to control this thing when you are standing up. My God. It's another campground. So I guess just a lot of campgrounds up here. Oh Lord, it's doing another destination thing, so. Wait, where's this? You know what? I might snack it up right here. I got coffee and snacks, dude. I'm about to coffee it up. I'm about to snack it up. And I'm going to do it around this little pile of wood. And then after that, I'm going to F off. How cool is this? Dude, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Love the garbage, dude. Come on. Guys, I think this is a great spot for me to end this video. I have SOS signal. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm just going to park up here, grab some snackies out of my bag, eat them and drink some water, maybe some sips of coffee. And then I'm going to head home. Because what a glorious day this has been. I'll probably record when I leave in case something happens, but thank you guys for watching. This has been great. Hopefully I don't get abducted. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Guys, I'm over there sitting on a rock having a snack. And then I hear something behind me. I didn't know if it was a bear or something that would kill me. So I look back there. You guys might be able to see him behind me. There is a guy with a map in camouflage walking through the woods, almost like a cartographer. I'm only recording this so I have proof that this happened. Why is he not back there anymore? There he is. The dude is literally walking anti-road through the woods. Well, I'll leave this going and see what happens.
Guys, before we get the rest of the cameras going, I was having my little snacks over here, exploring camp, if you will. And I found some concerning things. A battery and tons of ammunition. I don't know what kind of bullets those are, but they look serious. Also, I don't know what these things are. They look like ground stakes, but I'm like, what if they go to a gun? What happened here? Part of me wants to explore camp more, but I also don't want my fingerprints on anything, just in case something mischievous happened. Rope, garbage, a tree that conveniently fell between a V tree. Also a giant tree that's being held up by the babiest of trees. I'm out of here. I don't trust it here. We got Bear Grylls walking around here with maps. We got shrapnel shells over here. This is not a place for a city dweller like me. I'm out of here.